Hello students, how are you? Today we are going to discuss solved example of chapter 2 from 2.1 to 2.5. Let's start with the example 2.1. Calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol having molecular formula C2H6O2 in a solution containing 20% of C2H6O2 by mass. Alright, here we have to find out the mole fraction of that ethylene glycol, right? And the 20% by mass ethylene glycol solution is given. For that we can write that 20% C2H6O2 solution means 20 gram of that ethylene glycol present in a 100 gram of solution. So mass of solute will be 20 gram and mass of solution is 100 gram. So we can say that the mass of solvent equal to mass of solution minus mass of solute. So 100 minus 20 equal to 80 gram. Now the molecular mass for the ethylene glycol having molecular formula C2H6O2 तो हो जाएगा 62 ग्राम पर मोल, राइट. नाउ द मोल्स ऑफ इथिलीन ग्लाइकोल के लिए मैंने शॉर्ट में इजी लिखा है, ओके. इक्वल टू मास डिवाइडेड बाय मोलर मास. मास है 20, मोलर मास है 62, सो यू विल गेट moles of ethylene glycol equal to 0.322 mole, right? Similarly, the mole of water equal to mass of water divided by molar mass of water, right? We know that the mass of water, which is 80 because it's act as a solvent, divided by its molar mass, so you will get 4.44 mole of that H2O. Now mole fraction of ethylene glycol equal to moles of ethylene glycol divided by moles of ethylene glycol plus moles of water. Replace all the values and you will get the mole fraction for ethylene glycol is 0.068. Now the next example, example 2.2. Calculate the molarity of the solution containing 5 gram of NaOH in 450 ml of solution, right? We have to find out the molarity find out करनी है. We have given mass of solute which is 5 gram and mass of volume of solution which is 450 ml. We also know the solute, so we can find out the molar mass of that solute which is 40 gram per mole, right? Now we have to find out molarity, so replace the formula of that molarity equal to mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute into volume of solution in ml, so we have to multiply by 1000. That all terms are given, so replace that value, so you will get molarity of that solution will be 0.278 molar, right? Now the next example is example 2.3. Calculate molality of 2.5 gram of ethanoic acid having formula CH3COOH in 75 gram of benzene, right? We have to find out the molality. Here first of all write the given data in which the mass of solute is given 2.5 gram. Mass of solvent is also given which is 75 gram. And we know the solute, so we can find out the molar mass of that solute having formula CH3COOH equal to 60 gram per mole, right? Now the molality equal to mass of solute divided molar mass of solute into mass of solvent in grams, so we have to multiply by 1000. Replace the value of mass, molar mass of solute and also the mass of solvent, right? So you will get molality is equal to 0.556 molar, right? Now the next example 2.4. If N2 gas is bubbled through water at 293 Kelvin, how many millimoles of N2 gas would dissolve in 1 liter of water? Assume that N2 exerts a partial pressure of 0.987 bar. Given that Henry's law constant for N2 at 293 is 76.48 bar, right? हमें यहाँ पे क्या करना है? We have to find out the millimoles of that N2, right? हम क्या कर रहे हैं? तो जो वाटर है उसके अंदर N2 गैस को डिसॉल्व कर रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे दिया गया है कि अगर हम 1 लीटर वाटर में डिसॉल्व करें, तो ये हमारा N2 गैस, कितने प्रेशर के साथ, विद द प्रेशर ऑफ 0.987 बार, और उसके लिए जो हेनरी कांस्टेंट है एट द 293 केल्विन वो है 76.48 बार, right? And we have to find out that millimoles of that nitrogen gas, right? So pressure is given, kh is given, and we have to find out the moles of that solute or gas. So we have to use the formula of Henry law, right, which is pressure equal to kh into mole fraction, right? Here subtract the mole fraction and rearrange the formula, replace the value of pressure and also the kh, and simplify. You will get mole fraction of that gas equal to 1.29 into 10 to the power minus 5, right? Now here mole fraction equal to mass of moles of gas divided by moles of gas plus moles of water, right? Here in the equation the given is that 1 liter water में हमें N2 को dissolve करना है, so 1 liter equal to 1000 ml, and for the water density is 1, so we can say that it's equal to 1000 gram. So moles of water equal to 1000 divided by 18, so you will get 55.55, right? Here the moles of gas is very less than that of the moles of water, so we can neglect that moles of gas, right, from this term. So we will get mole fraction of gas equal to moles of gas divided by moles of water, right? Here we have to find out the mole of gas, so subtract that and rearrange the formula and replace the value of that mole fraction and mole of water, right? So you will get 7.16 into 10 to the power minus 4 mole, right? Now here we have to find out the answer in a millimole. For the millimole we require the 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power minus 3, so we shift one digit left hand side, so we will get a 0.716 into 10 to the power minus 3 mole, और ये जो minus 3 है वो convert हो जाएगा मिली में, so the answer will be 0.716 millimole of solute, means N2, right, is dissolved in 1 liter of water. Now the last example for the today lecture, and which is the one of the important numerical of this chapter, right? Vapor pressure of chloroform having formula CHCl3 and dichloromethane having formula CH2Cl2 at 298 Kelvin are 200 mmHg and 415 mmHg respectively, right? For the chloroform and dichloromethane, the pure vapor pressure is given, right? And we have to calculate the vapor pressure of the solution prepared by the mixing. 25.5 gram of chloroform and 40 gram of the dichloromethane at 298 Kelvin, right? We have to find out the total vapor pressure, P total. We have to find out the P total when we add 25.5 gram of chloroform and 40 ग्राम ऑफ CH2Cl2, और उससे जो मिक्सचर फॉर्म होता है उसका टोटल वेपर प्रेशर फाइंड आउट करना है. सेकेंड थिंग वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द मोल फ्रैक्शंस ऑफ ईच कंपोनेंट इन वेपर फेज, के वेपर फेज में उनका जो मोल फ्रैक्शन है वो कितना होगा. सो द फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल राइट द गिवन डेटा इन विच मास ऑफ chloroform given 25.5 gram, mass of dichloromethane given 40 gram. Pure vapor pressure for the chloroform is 200 mmHg and pure vapor pressure of that CH2Cl2 is 415 mmHg. We have to find out the P total, right? Mole fraction in the vapor phase for the CHCl3 and mole fraction of CH2Cl2 in vapor phase. For that, first of all, we require the molar mass of that two. So first of all, find the molar mass of chloroform. Right here, the atomic mass of carbon is 12, atomic mass for the hydrogen is 1, and atomic mass for the one chlorine atom is 35.5. So replace all the value and you will get the molar mass of that the chloroform is 119.5 gram per mole. Similarly, the molar mass of the CH2Cl is 85 gram per mole, right? Now we required moles of CHCl3 and CH2Cl2. Why? Because we have to find out pressure, and for the formula of pressure, P naught into mole fraction, right? So for the chloroform, moles of chloroform is mass of chloroform divided by its molar mass. Replace all the value and you will get the moles of chloroform is 0.213. Similarly, for the dichloromethane, mass divided by molar mass, replace the value and you will get the moles of CH2Cl2 is 0.47 moles, right? Now total mole equal to mole of chloroform plus moles of CH2Cl. Replace the value of that moles and you will get total mole equal to 0.683 mole. Now mole fraction of the chloroform equal to mole of chloroform divided by N total. Replace the value and you will get mole fraction of chloroform is 0.312, right? Similarly, mole fraction of CH2Cl2, you can find out that which is 0.688, or you can also find out that mole fraction of CH2Cl2 equal to 1 minus mole fraction of CHCl3, and replace this formula, you will get the same answer, right? Now for the P total, we require pressure of CHCl3 plus pressure of CH2Cl2, right? And pressure exists by the CHCl3 equal to pressure of chloroform in pure form into mole fraction of that chloroform. So replace the value, you will get pressure exerted by the chloroform is 62.4 mmHg. Similarly, pressure exerted by CH2Cl2 is equal to pressure of CH2Cl2 in the pure form into mole fraction of CH2Cl2. Replace the value and you will get 285.5 mmHg, right? Now the first question in which we have to find out the vapor pressure. So vapor pressure equal to P total is equal to pressure through chloroform plus pressure through CH2Cl2. Replace the value and you will get P total is equal to 347.9 mmHg. Right? In the second question, we have to find out the mole fraction in the vapor phase. For that, Y is equal to mole fraction of that particular component divided by P total. Right? Here for the chloroform, the pressure exerted by the chloroform divided by P total. So pressure exerted by chloroform is here and P total is here. Replace the value and you will get mole fraction of that CHCl3 in vapor phase will be 0.18. Right? Similarly, you can find out the mole fraction of CH2Cl2 in vapor phase. Right? Pressure through that CH2Cl2 and P total. This is the pressure through the CH2Cl2 and this is the P total. Replace the value, you will get 0.82, or you can easily find out that pressure of CH2Cl2 equal to 1 minus mole fraction of that CHCl3, right? तो ऐसे हम mole fraction in vapor phase find out कर सकते हैं. Hope you understand all the question. If there is any query, you can ask me by the comment. Okay, thank you.